But
Welcome to the Brothers Nui. Always want to say Brothers of Nui.
you can say that.
Episode 4. Those watching on YouTube, if you're wondering why this is called episode 4 and there's no episode 3, because
You'll
we have a
never
lost
know.
episode already. So you'll never know what happened. Only those that were watching on the live stream will know what went down.
If you want to know what we did, we just did a top 20 Jim Carrey movie
No, no.
list.
Why would you? What
But they don't get to know
You're
what they
supposed to let
are.
them
We're
know.
never gonna tell them that. We're not gonna
Oh, it's true.
say.
Yeah.
We won't say what.
And I don't have
Dude,
VODs on
you
Twitch,
know
so you
when
might
I saw
hear
a
that out of
picture of you with that drink, I want one so bad now. But since I'm already inebriated, I can't go out and get another. Those are so good. How many did you get? Just
I
two?
could only afford 2.
But those are
Only
huge though,
2. Well, I
man.
gotta go back to work and I gotta go back to that workplace and do a drug test and shit.
Well,
So I
booze
can't
ain't
get
gonna
too
do
fucked up.
nothing to you. Just don't get too trashed where you'll throw up and feel like shit. You'll still go anyway. I would.
I'll go when hammered. I don't give a fuck. Or not hammered,
Go
but
you're
hammered.
hammered,
While I'm hammered.
enamored. Nah, man,
Oh,
I'm feeling good. I feel good.
I feel great.
Feel bad about molesting her sister all those times, but you really molested that crazy girl, Dave? Gotcha.
I think we've quoted that like every fucking episode.
Dude, it's a great movie, and there's so many other great movies. Um, oh, boop boop. I don't know what that is. Something on my computer just popped up for Discord.
Something on your computer.
It says hashtag stream something. Cat, don't try. Okay, good. They didn't.
Oh, that's
Oh, they
just so
did.
you're
She messed up my thing.
you
They,
don't mess up your camera,
I
boy.
know. I don't want to show my blinds. Those blinds suck. Hmm.
Yeah.
How
All
many?
right. So you,
What?
how was your day? Let's talk about your week.
It's
How
pretty
was your
good.
week?
Like I said, I don't have to work tomorrow, so my work week is already over, and it's wonderful. I'm trying to enjoy it now because next thing you know, I'll be back at work on Monday. Work's not horrible though, but it has its moments. So, but I've been working. I got
Yeah.
back into the rotation of working on my book every day, which is good.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude, fucking,
Right on.
I gotta get that shit edited. I want to work on another story. I've been stuck in that bitch for a while, but it's a good story
Yeah.
though. It's fun going over it. I can't wait to point out some of the real graphical parts to you. I think you'll appreciate some of it. Like, I'm
Oh
serious,
no, no,
man.
I helped with a few.
I know you did, but the stuff that I've been keeping a secret from you for a while, like when I first wrote it, I was like, I want to tell you, I want to show you this, but I'm like, nah, man, I'm gonna wait till this is like all formed, and then I'm gonna show them, so you can just read that, man. It's cool. I'm usually not hopped up on I'm not up my own ass about my stories. I'm like, I don't think I'm that good, but this one I think I did pretty good on, so I like it.
Hail to the yeah, buddy.
Dude, you know, it'd be really cool. Once I write a
What?
couple more stories of my own, we should like collaborate and write a book together. That'd be sweet, right? We write like
That'd be easy.
a pretty good horror movie or not movie, book.
Oh, movie.
Fuck yeah,
We are
dude.
gonna write a movie. No,
It'd be sweet.
I'd rather write a book and then have it turned into a movie.
I Yeah, because one, it's a book, so even if people don't like the movie, you're still gonna always have the book. And books are just awesome. I got back into reading a lot too, because I've always been reading, but I got back into reading fast again. Like I read a
Oh
600
yeah.
page book in like 2.5
Uh-huh.
weeks, and I read
Dang.
another book after that, and I'm on another one, and I'm almost done with it. I do it when I'm
Wow.
on
Shit.
calls. Yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah. So when you're on like waiting and shit.
Yeah, because I'm like screw scrolling on my phone because that's boring, and I don't have a lot of patience for stuff on the internet
Uh-huh.
sometimes. So I'm like, dude, I could read a book right now, or like do something, draw. That's why I
What
like
kind of
that.
books have you been reading?
A lot of
Like
fantasy.
rereading books?
I read the newest Stephen King book, Fairy Tale, which is awesome. It's not really a horror book, but it's an amazing story. Like I can't even. I'm not gonna say anything about it. Just too giving away anything about it. It's too good. It's really good. And
Hell yeah.
then the other stories I've been reading is part of a series that my Shadow showed me, and it's called the Lunar Chronicles. It's really cool. Like if you were to like glance at it in a bookstore, you'd probably think it was just like a dumb like book, but it's actually really good. And it does have it's not like got like giant words and like not very, but it's really cool. Yeah, it's like different takes on fairy tales. Like the first one is called
Oh,
Cinder,
okay.
and it's obviously kind of a take on Cinderella, but it's like in this future where
Hmm.
she's like a part cyborg and all this stuff, and it's like it has action and stuff, and it's really cool. Like, yeah. And I'm on like the fourth book in the series. I only got one more, and then like a short story collection. It always sucks
Okay.
finishing a good series, especially TV. I know I always dread watching the last episode on a TV show because
Why?
well because it's like oh it's over, and then
Eh,
that's how I feel
that's the
every time
best part. That
I
means you
watch
can just
The
start a new fucking
Sopranos.
show, dude.
I feel sad every time I finish The Sopranos. I've seen that show 4 times, and I think I'm gonna rewatch it again soon. It's so good, man.
Watch The
I,
fucking Wire,
I
goddammit.
know that's on my list. Like I have a weird process of how I watch stuff. People recommend stuff to me all the time, and most times I'm like, I don't know. I've either seen it and didn't like it, or I'm like into my other stuff. But
Yeah.
ever since you told me about it a couple like months ago, I've been thinking about it. I watched a couple non-spoiler videos about it, so I'm like, yeah, I think at some point or maybe soon I'm gonna start watching. Plus Lance Reddick, homie. I
Yeah,
love
well, that
Lance
yeah,
Reddick.
too, but, the
I'm sad
detective
he
in,
won't be in the third Horizon game.
the main guy, the detective guy that's in it, McNulty, I think you'll see
McNulty.
a little bit of me in it because he's a little nutty.
Oh, who's
But
Lance
when you
Reddick in
watch it,
that? Is he like a bad guy,
he's in
or
charge.
without giving anything away, or is he just a one of the guys
He's in
that
charge.
gets the
He's just the
information?
higher ups.
I can
No, he's
see
just the
that.
higher up,
Have I ever
like,
seen that Toys R Me
journalist.
video with Lance Reddick, where he's
Yeah,
like oh my god, I love that video. He's a fucking lunatic in that thing, man. And then when he was on the Eric Andre show, that if anybody's seen that, they know what I'm talking about. It's so funny, man. I love Eric Andre. The only person he's
yeah,
afraid of is Johnny Knoxville.
him and Johnny Knox are doing a new show on Hulu that kinda sucks. It's called Prank Panel. Kinda
Oh,
crap.
wait, but that would be the perfect idea. Like those two guys, but
It
that sucks that it didn't
it
work out.
I watched, like, 2 episodes, like, this is kind of
Oh, they
boring.
should have made a movie together because I was like, I
Well, they still
love
might,
Johnny
but their show
Knoxville.
kinda poopy.
Oh man, because they're both hilarious and I like them a
Well, because
lot.
like, the whole thing about the show is, like, they have people who wanna prank friends, and they, like, come up with pranks, so like, "Oh, that sucks," and then they do, like, this stupid shit. It's like, you do some good stuff, man. You wanna see some
Oh,
people get hurt.
okay. So it's a good concept. They're just not pulling out any good like piece. I could probably maybe come up with one good idea for that show, like a good episode.
I
I
mean,
don't
you
know.
prank me, I'll throw punches.
I'm not saying I'm gonna prank you. I'm just saying if I was a writer on that show, I think I could maybe come up with a good idea. Give me.
Well, no,
You just gotta think outside of the box and be weird,
they
man.
pitch their ideas, and some of them are stupid. I don't know, they could've done better with it, but I watched 2 episodes, I was like,
I had no idea
this
that
is
was
good as
even a
having the app."
thing until you said it
It's
now.
on
I feel
Hulu,
like
yeah.
I feel like I should have heard about that, but I guess I didn't for good reason. It wasn't very good.
So,
Just like how I heard The Witcher season 3 is not good, which sucks because I like
how do you know?
the first. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna watch it anyway, but I heard because it doesn't have a lot of Henry Cavill in it, so I'm like, oh
He's
well,
not the Witcher anymore.
I know, but he is The Witcher. Fuck the new
They're
guy. I
gonna
don't care.
replace him with,
I don't care.
Chris Hemsworth's brother or some shit.
No, I don't know. I don't
He's
like
not
that guy.
Superman either.
I don't like that actor much anyway, so that's why I'm like, eh. But I feel like I'm the only person that liked the season 2 of The Witcher. A lot of people, I guess I found out a lot of people didn't like it, but I watched it and I liked it because the episodes felt kind of like you were doing side quests in
Yeah.
the game, but like in a good way. I don't know. I liked it. I guess I'm a
And I think
psychopath.
I'm just gonna wait till it gets canceled. Are you interested in that other Witcher show, like the monster show they made about?
Is it the other spinoff that came out like a year ago? Because I know they're making another
Yeah, with,
spinoff.
like, monsters and shit.
I haven't
I don't
seen
remember
it.
what it's called, but
I heard
it
they
looked
came out.
interesting.
Yeah, they came out with that, and then they also came out with like this cool animated, gory Witcher movie on Netflix that I heard was good, and I haven't watched it. I'm like, dude, I gotta check that out. Like,
Well,
that sounds. It has a
please don't get
different
mad already.
Witcher in it. I know I'm mad because now I can't watch. There was that I was gonna watch, and there was like 2 or 3 other things on Netflix I was gonna watch, but now I can't because
Dude, I watched a decent movie on, Netflix recently, it's called Extreme. It's about this dude that, like, worked for the mob, and he, like, knows how to fight like a motherfucker, and, like, they end up trying to kill him because I guess he's didn't like the new leader because the guy who he was protecting was the leader's son, and he ended up killing his dad, blah, 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 and they didn't like his mindset, so they killed his son and thought they killed him, and he survived and,
What?
like, basically got revenge. It was really good. It's a foreign film, obviously, so they have, like, English over their mouths
Oh,
moving, so
I
it's like
don't
they can
mind that
talk a little.
stuff. I don't even mind like foreign movies with subtitles, English subtitles. I can watch those.
Yeah,
Like I don't know, I
but,
a good movie's
it
a
was
good
good.
movie, even if it's in another language.
Plus, they showed, like, when people got shot in the head, they showed their heads actually, like, getting shot off and shit, so
Dude, you
It
know
was
what
really gory
movie
though. I
I
enjoyed it.
liked the gore in that you and me watched together was that crazy like Japanese zombie movie that came out like a year and a half ago. You remember that one? It was like the sadness or the suicide or something. Oh man,
Oh yeah, where
it
that
was a
that Japanese dude was stuck in his apartment.
well, I think so,
I
but
don't remember what.
dude, it was like the gore in it was insane. Not that weird Asian movie we watched with like the weird village and like the tunnel and all that. I don't remember
Hey,
that
that
movie.
that, that movie was it was good. It wasn't scary though,
It felt like a
because
fever dream watching it.
that was more like the like a ghost thing because they were getting haunted by something
Yeah,
because
it
they saw
wasn't
something.
horrible, but every time I think about it, it feels like a dream. Like, because it was so weird. Like, you watch a
Well, because
movie and it's like, wow, it feels like
yeah,
I dreamed that. Like, how could that be
that was
real?
one of those days where we're like, let's look up see if there's any scary movies on Netflix we don't know about, and then we watched that one and we're like, this isn't that
I
scary.
forgot what it was called. I don't even think it had like a name that
I don't
was
remember.
like, it was weird, but do you ever think
I
of,
remember what the like main image of it like of the poster I guess you call
yeah,
it
me
of
too.
the
That's all
movie
I
was.
remember. Do you ever like think, do you ever have any movies that you know you've watched, but you only remember like one or two scenes from, but you have no idea what the movie was called, and there's like no way to find it and track it down because you're like, man, what was that movie? You know, you see it like when
Yeah,
you're
and
like
it
a
pisses me off, and then
4-year-old,
I usually go on Google and try to find it, and then
and then you
I'll
can't.
find it.
Hold on, I'm gonna get my water. I'll be back. I'll be back. Well, you can probably still hear me. Hear
I can.
me.
You probably still hear me.
Yeah, what's my water? Oh, there it is. Innocent driver went to hospital. Drunk driver went to jail. Okay.
What?
I was,
Oh, you're cut off now.
oh yeah.
You
I
getting
got
all
the
cotton mouth?
I got the grape flavor in here now, dude. It tastes like grape Kool-Aid.
Oh,
It's fucking
fuck yeah,
good.
dude.
I love grape Kool-Aid. I love grape soda
But
too.
yeah, when I usually find movies like that, I will go at no ends to just sit there and try to
I
figure
know.
out what the movie is. But
I know
most of the
it's
movies
so
I watch
weird.
are usually, but I still have that canny ability of guessing movies with just seeing a picture of it.
I know.
So, you wanted to
What?
what were you doing? Oh,
Oh,
turning
I
up
was
the
just
volume?
yeah, I couldn't remember the null boys. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say you wanted to discuss some recent movies we saw.
All right. So
Uh,
you want to start
Go
with
ahead.
the first? Okay, we watched first this. I already seen it once in the theater, but then I rewatched it with him on Paramount. But we watched Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. Yeah. So um, I guess I'll
Mhm.
say what I need to say about it.
Yeah,
So I like the Transformers movies, most of them. But the one thing they all have in common I don't like is too much human stuff. Like most of the movies about them, and I don't use it. I guess I don't mind the Shia LaBeouf ones. Those are actually when you rewatch them now, they're actually pretty good. Like
yeah,
and but I just love this new movie because it was G1 Transformers. They all looked like they were supposed to from the cartoon, and the action looks good. They're building up the Unicron story. As you know, they're doing everything right. But that's like only 40% of the movie, and like the other 60% is maybe 45%. But the rest of it is about this human character that I mean, he's not the worst, but well, I don't know, maybe, but I don't know. I just didn't care. I was like, when will they learn that we don't want to relate to human beings in these movies? We want to watch the
yeah.
Transformers, man. Like that's why we need a Cybertron movie, unless they find a way to have
Oh, hell
humans
yeah.
crash land on Cybertron. I'm like, no, just robots,
And
man.
that's probably what's gonna happen. They're gonna have, like, a spaceship crash on it, and then, like, that's how they're gonna find Cybertron, whatever, but I agree with you, like, the whole I wish they did it like how they, because 'cause they're obviously revamping the story. If they did it how they did with Shia LaBeouf, like, they started out how his, like, family had a history with, like, finding and he had, like, something in his glasses and then all that. This guy was just some random dude trying to steal something and all of a sudden connects with them. He tries to steal a Porsche and the Porsches are Transformers, like, come on,
One thing
make it
I
more
want to say really quick is that
connected.
this is the only thing I've liked Pete Davidson in. He was really good as Mirage. Like I don't know, I thought he was pretty good as that character. I don't really
Yeah, I
like
don't
him
even
besides
remember
that.
watches. I don't find him funny either.
Just in that movie, like he was a good character in that movie. I liked
Well, I mean,
him.
he's not doing himself. Like I can't watch
Oh,
his thing if he's not
I
doing
know.
himself.
I
But
don't like his SNL stuff either.
I agree. It was a good movie. Optimus Prime was OP, probably the
Fuck
best
yeah.
part. And
Oh, he looked beautiful.
I think they could have done better, honestly. Just with like, I think it could have been better with like less human shit and how he had his own suit. As like, I mean, it was cool, but it was kind of dumb at the
They
same
should have
time.
covered
Like,
his
yeah,
face up.
and
I
then
don't know
then
why.
the end was dumb as shit. Like somehow he
Spoiler,
rebuilt
better say it.
Mirage out of nothing. I don't give a fuck.
Okay,
It's
good.
like
I don't either.
it's like how does he know how to just automatically fix a fucking transformer? You don't have a fucking Allspark
No,
on you to
like,
bring him
yeah,
back
that
to
was
life. You don't have the fucking
weird.
power. Like it's a car that's a transformer. You That was the dumbest thing ever. And then all of a sudden he transforms in front of his friend, like, oh, there you go, let it out now. And then
Dude,
his old job interview where the CIA wants him
oh
is like,
yeah.
for what? He didn't do anything.
And then he didn't go to the CIA. He went somewhere else, somewhere cooler than the fucking CIA. But um yeah, man, I don't know why they keep doing this. But the thing is humans and Bahamut. Hold on. I have to
Oh,
attend to some business.
my controller failed. You're gonna cry, cry, cry when you're all alone. Where'd you go?
Oh, I'm right here. I just had to go do something real
Go
quick.
take a poop.
Nah, that would have been fast, dude. I did it in my
Take that
pants.
shit.
Yeah, but
Just sitting there in your
I would
nosy.
recommend that movie. You know, I did like it, and I would buy it. I'll buy it on DVD. I just
Oh yeah.
the only reason I'm giving it a pass is because they did all the other Transformer stuff right. But the thing is, the human and Transformer story can work like together because in the 1980 show, they have two human characters and a couple more, but they're not the main focus of it. They're kind of just helpers and friends, and it's like the perfect amount of them being around, and they're not stealing the spotlight. So I'm like, the human
So
stuff can work. Like it worked in the cartoon. Like I don't know why you can't just see that.
so now that they like did that little snippet with the GI Joe thing, do you think they're
Mhm.
gonna make a new GI Joe movie?
Yeah, but I don't know. See, what I'm confused about, are they going to make a
Better not
G.I.
be
Joe
shit.
movie first and then make this Transformers where they team up to fight the Unicron? Or, like, that sounds like it's going to be an awesome movie. That's why they need to,
That would
but,
be
oh, man. But they better not, they have to have an equal amount of Transformers in it. Like, G.I. Joes and Transformers, it's like playing with your toys, dude. But the thing is,
actually
you know what I would introduce? They should totally do at
what?
the end of that movie, like the part three for fighting Unicron after part two, they should find Voltron and they should just come together and fucking like fight the Unicron, dude. You know how sweet that'd be, man? Fucking
I don't
defender of
think,
the universe.
that would be sick,
Th-
but I don't know if that would happen. That's a
Hey,
little
if you Hollywood
too
people are
far
somehow
out.
listening to me right now, make it right. No, I don't want Hollywood. Get the indie people to make it. The indie picture people, they make good
Fuck
movies.
Hollywood.
I know, right?
Um, if they do, I think what they're gonna do is do a GI Joe movie, and then they're gonna do a Transformers movie. Dude, tell your cats to fuck off.
Why? Which
'Cause it's what are you doing?
I'm fixing my table because I moved it when I scooted over.
Oh, I thought that's what you were fucking with.
Yeah, I know.
But
You can't see the
I think
table.
if they introduce GI Joes right into the Transformers universe, it'll be sick. But again, that movie better not suck. Like GI Joe 2, whatever
I
the
don't
fuck that
remember that
movie
one.
was. The
I
best thing
don't
was that
remember.
hot chick in it. Other than that, the movie sucked ass.
Yeah, I only like the first one. But so does that mean they're gonna have to make another Snake Eye? Because I know that movie they made was just supposed to be about him, and it wasn't part of like the universe. But I didn't watch it
They don't
because
have to make another
was
one. We
did
all
you
know
watch it?
it was good. Yeah, I love that movie.
Okay, I have to watch it. I sometimes when I'm unsure about a movie and I can't trust the internet,
You wait for me to watch it.
yeah, because I'm like this guy every time. Dude, I watched Knock at the Cabin. That was actually pretty good, man. Like I don't know, it was better than his last like few movies. Like the performance with Dave Bautista was pretty good. I don't know, I liked it. Like I like that they were actually you
Could have been
know,
better.
I mean it's a start because his last couple movies haven't been that good, I thought. So or they didn't seem appealing to me. So um this one seems like a step in the right direction. So maybe his next one he might,
I
you
mean,
know, do
it
something
was
good.
decent, but
You know.
I feel like it could have been better because like they hyped it up to be such good, and I watched. I was like, I was hoping for more.
I that's why I'm glad I didn't see a lot about it. I saw like one small trailer like a long time before it came out.
Uh-huh.
So when I watched it this time, I knew some it was about like a cult maybe, but I don't even know. That's
Yeah. It was
I like
basically about these 5 people who had the same vision about the apocalypse, and then they meet at this cabin, and
a,
those people
a
the
part of
people in the cabin
humanity
would
has
have to
been
decide
judged
to kill themselves,
to save the world, man.
save the world, which
I
is
like the
it's a
concept.
good concept, but the
Yeah,
way it
man.
was been better.
Yeah, like I because think about it. The thing is, I think after the first time, the first guy that died, I'd like to think that okay, maybe I'll just sacrifice myself because then I would have saved the world, man. You know how sweet that would have been.
Hell yeah, dude.
Well, because think about it, it's like you just saw proof that there was like a freaking
Yeah,
tsunami.
and then the one guy that was pissing me off during that was like, "Oh, this is all fake." It's like, how would they film all
Oh
this
my
and
God, honestly, I didn't
you know,
like that guy's character that much either. I don't know why he. I like the other guy because the other guy realized what had to happen early on. Like he was
you
like,
didn't
dude,
shot
this
the
is
other guy?
yeah, dude. That's what I was hoping that was gonna happen. I thought I don't know. But it didn't.
Oh,
It
no, I
didn't.
think it
I guess
continued.
that's the part I didn't like that much. That part that part and that guy wasn't my favorite part about it. But Dave
Yeah,
Batista was the best part about it. Dude, he was just awesome in that movie, man. Like I felt so bad, like because he was just some coach that liked his team members and all that stuff, and he was like an awesome. Seemed like a good guy that got roped into a bad situation.
yeah.
And
Alright,
then
so we saw mhm. Oh, go ahead.
I had one more thing about that movie. The part where they try to make it, about like them being hated on because they lack each other in that way. With like
Oh, yeah.
they're like, this is why you're coming after us. It's like, no, they're here because of you got that. Okay, what are you gonna say?
I agree with that part, but, I was gonna say we watched another movie, Barbie, in theater. We watched it in
Yeah.
theater. It was your first time and my first time.
Fuck yeah, that
You
was a
wanna
good
give them your
time.
thoughts, and then you might not like my thoughts.
Ooh. I thought you liked parts of it. But I like Margot Robbie a lot. And I like Harley Quinn a lot. And I liked Harley Quinn before she was Margot Robbie played her. So when they said they're making a Barbie movie, I was immediately like, okay, I'll watch it because she's in it and she's a great actress. I like her
Yeah,
a lot. So the movie, and they had the trailer for it, and I liked it because it looked weird, and they were actually like living in weird Barbie houses. And I watched the
yep,
movie, and I don't know, I thought it was pretty good because it was I don't know, it was funny, and I like the concept of it, like how they made like the toys and like be part of the real world, like they actually affected part of the world and so which was weird. But I don't know. I like Ryan Gosling just because he was funny. He's a weird dude, man. That's the first thing he's done
yeah.
in like a couple years that I didn't like. That's his first. I liked a lot. The last couple things he's done, I didn't like that new Blade Runner that much. I mean, he
Yeah, fuck
tried,
Blade Runner.
but I liked it. But I know that not a lot of people may not like it, or not everyone. It's like a certain taste because it's not. But I don't know. I also like
Yeah.
that Margot Robbie was passionate about making it, and she actually had her own like film company make this, which is cool. I didn't know she had a film company, so I was like, that's awesome. I want her to
Hell yeah.
publish my movie.
So my thoughts, it was good. I did like it, but the one thing that pissed me off, fucking theater etiquette. You're in a
Okay,
fucking movie theater? No, no, you gonna let me fucking rant. This motherfucker was some short,
I'm agreeing with you.
fat bitch, and her daughter, she had, like, a big old bag of chips rustling around, kept talking to her daughter, moving her fucking chair, going, "Stop it. Stop doing that." I was so close to fucking losing my shit mid-movie and telling them, "Hey, if you don't fucking knock this shit off, I'm gonna literally drop kick you both in the fucking head." It pisses me off. I'm paying for a fucking movie. I don't wanna hear you bitch and moan about your fucking kid. Don't bring kids to the fucking movie theater if they can't fucking behave.
Dude, I
And
100%
yourself
agree
too. If
with
you don't
you.
have movie theater thing, turn your fucking phone off. This is like fucking when we went to see Evil Dead Rise. There's some motherfucking snoring. I was about to
Oh
kick him
my
in the
god,
head,
how is he snoring
and
through that movie?
some other
How?
douchebag had his fucking phone out. I was like, "Dude, you guys don't see the fucking big promo? Turn your fucking phone off. Other people are trying to enjoy this shit. If you're not, get the fuck out and leave."
Dude,
If
I'm
you're
glad
tired,
you're
go
passionate
get a
about
fucking
that.
hotel room and fucking sleep if you can't deal with your fucking family. Fuck off. But the movie was good. I liked
That's
it. Other than that bullshit, I was so close to losing my shit when those people kept fucking making sounds.
dude, so, when you said I wasn't gonna like your part of the opinion on it, no, I agree with you. I going to the movies, there's supposed to be etiquette, and people are so used to being on their phone and being privileged that I have to have my phone with me. People are in love with their cell phones, man. So, and then yeah, and then like people playing with their chairs on purpose and like stop it, it's stupid. And I hate the clapping. Like this isn't an opera, and plus you don't
Yeah,
clap in the middle of
exactly.
opera. You clap at the end, but you don't clap at the end of a movie. I don't know. I don't like that stuff. I get up and leave immediately, and I just look up the post credits. I don't stay for those anymore because I'm like I
If
want to leave. I want to go home.
if you're in a Harkins or a AMC and you clap after a movie is done, you need to go see a therapist or something because it's fucking pointless. The people that made the movie aren't fucking there. The only reason you clap is if you're at a fucking red carpet premiere
Fuck yeah,
because
dude,
the
I would.
actors are there, the directors are there, the people who actually fucking made the movie are there. If you clap,
hundred
even in a
percent,
scene
hundred
like what
percent
happened when
right.
we saw Barbie, they started clap as like, why? Why the fuck you clapping? I get
Yeah,
it, there was a heroic moment, but fuck off.
yeah. I don't know. I don't. I just
It's the
people
dumbest
have
shit.
to
Like
have etiquette. But like the actual movie was good. But yeah, every time I go to the movie, there's always at least somebody out there just being dumb or like
it's the
obnoxious.
same
Like,
people that fucking clap when the plane lands. It's like, why? Were you hoping we were gonna fucking end up
oh,
deserted
I
in the
hate that.
island and that end up yeah, it's so
Eat.
dumb, dude.
We
It's like,
gotta eat
"Oh,
each
we
other to
landed."
survive. Yeah, no, that's.
I wouldn't do that. There's certain ways to survive, not straight eating
I would
people.
just follow
It's like
you
that,
around.
have you
I'd be
heard
like, this
that,
guy knows what he's doing.
they made a movie about it, but it was about a soccer team that crashed in, like they were in, like, the high mountains,
Oh
and they
yeah, the
ended up
soccer team.
eating their teammates. Like, they put them in the gr they put them face down, so it was, like, unhumane, but if they even walked down the mountain a couple miles, they would've found a village.
What? Are you kidding me? Just a
So
couple
yeah,
miles? Oh my
it was
god.
like 5 or 6 miles if they just nutted up and just walked instead of staying by the fucking place
My
that
idea
long.
would
It's like
be, even if I didn't know how to navigate well, I'm like, it's better than just sitting here. Like you're not.
exactly, it's
Might
like,
as well
why the
just
fuck would
go,
I wanna sit here and see the dead bodies of my fucking friends
dude.
and
You
then
know
like,
what? You know what's
"Oh,
a
we're
good
here for
movie
so
about
long,
that?
let's keep our fucking butt cheeks in the thighs." It's like, fucking walk. You walk down where it's warmer, you're gonna find animals, you're gonna find squirrels, birds, fucking anything. You fucking
Fucking
find fish.
stream with fish. Yeah.
It's like, Jesus Christ, people are fucking stupid. That's why
And
if there's an apocalypse, half the fucking generation's gonna be half the people are gonna be gone because they're so think they're entitled, like, "Oh, I used to be rich. I don't give a fuck. I'll fucking blow your brains out and fucking scavenge your fucking house."
I'd like to think that maybe I would be okay in apocalypse for a while. Zombie. I think I might live
"Oh,
for a
be with
while.
me,
Not
homie."
for not forever, but I think I'd make it a good while. I mean, I don't have any.
And
Well,
plus
I have some weapons around here. Not guns, but I have some weapons.
if you're single, man, you find a hot chick, she's lonely, she's only a man to fuck,
Ooh la
you can
la.
fucking queen tan. Plus you
Oh
can
man.
protect her and shit.
You know what I was thinking about? Like I saw a thing about. You know
What's
the
that?
part in the Barbie movie where that guy smacks Margot Robbie's butt? Imagine the guy that got paid to do that. What if
Mhm.
he's like, I think I need another like 10 takes of doing that? Yeah. Ugh, get
I bet
fired
you
for
wish you were
being.
that guy, huh?
That's what I was saying. I was like, imagine like that guy. Imagine you wake up in the morning and you go to and your big part in a movie is you get to smack like an actress's butt, and it's like, dude, it's like, whoa, you're invincible. I can do anything.
You're
No, no. I just thought that was funny because I saw people making like memes and stuff out of it, and I was like, that's hilarious.
I mean, who wouldn't enjoy smacking that ass?
I know.
Who that I mean,
I like
she's
it.
a great actress, but the movie was good, but the fucking person deserves to get a fucking
I
boot in the
know.
face.
No, I'll help you mess him up. Freaking, I'll do what I
That's the point. I
can.
wish I had, like, one of those long tasers and just fucking
Oh,
reach over, just zap them both. Fuck it. I'll
right
go
in
to
the
jail for that shit.
right in the nuts, the
Well,
nutties.
she had a vagina, so
You don't know that.
oh, she did, or it did. There we go.
You sound traumatized. You seen something you ain't
Try
supposed to see, boy?
try to cancel this. I'll keep coming back.
We're not saying anything evil. We're just,
I'm just saying, cancel culture can fuck off.
I agree. I hope you didn't hear me drinking just now. I forgot to put my headpiece up.
We can't hear you drinking. It's not that great of a fucking mic, guy.
Oh, good. I had it like next to my. What's up, Bahamut? Stop being mean to
You'd
FIBA.
have to put it like on your throat for me to hear you fucking talk.
you know, I kind of hope they don't make another Barbie movie though. They haven't said they would. I think that should just
They
be
will.
like a one and only thing. You know,
If they do, it's gonna be shit.
because there's no story. There's no story
Yeah,
anymore.
there's no way to connect it. They closed the portal and all that bullshit, so there's no
Fuck
way.
yeah.
I got hair in my mouth. Gross.
My cat's just staring at me with like the biggest eyes right now.
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing? Being bad
What are you doing?
to the FIBA.
So what are you gonna do with your 3 days off, Holmes?
Well, tomorrow I'm gonna clean up my apartment a little bit, mop and just spiffy it up a little bit. Because
Hell yeah.
I like to do that every now and then, make sure it doesn't look like shit. And then
Oh yeah, if you don't clean your apartment, it's gonna look like crap.
later in the day we're gonna go to Shadow's sister's house, Heather, because we go there every Friday and have dinner and drink and get high and just have fun. It's real
Hell yeah.
fun. Yeah, it's great. And then she has an awesome, huge backyard with like a lot of grass. So I like and I like to just sit on her back porch when I'm just baked and just stare at the view because the way the sun sets in the backyard, the light goes through the trees and everything, and dude, it just looks awesome. It's
Some
great.
sweet juicy love while you're looking in the background.
You could. I want to, dude.
Some
You know what I
juicy
want when I have a house with the giant property and land and green everywhere? I want one of those big hammocks that are super wide with the wooden bars on each
lay on
side.
it
Those,
naked.
yeah. If you've got your own property and nobody could see, you could do whatever you want.
Fuck if people see it's your property.
I don't know why. After rewatching The Fisher King, I kind of have a desire to go like lay naked on the grass in the middle of somewhere, but I don't want to get in trouble. Like if I had my own property, I want to try that just to see the freedom. But I don't want to go to
Hopefully
a
ants
park
don't
and get
bite
in
the ball
trouble.
sack.
Oh, what?
You go to I said hopefully ants don't bite that ball sack.
That would suck.
You imagine a fire ant biting your sack, dude?
Dude, I haven't seen a fire ant in a long time. Not since I lived at my grandparents' house. I just don't see them in the city very often. I just see the giant piss ants, which I have some in trying to invade my room right now. It
They're gonna
sucks.
invade.
Now, I think I found the source of what they found. They found a couple pieces of cat food that the cats somehow
Oh,
got in my dresser. So I got rid of it, and so they're chug, 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 chug it. Oh man, I still want one
you
of
know what's
those.
in it, dude?
I want one of those so bad. They taste so good, especially when they're cold as fuck. Ooh.
Next one is crisp citrus.
You should have saved the orange one for seconds because that one's good, but the screwdriver's better. I
I'm
always
probably
save
not
the
gonna try this
screwdriver.
one.
What?
This one's for tomorrow night.
Ooh.
I don't want to get too wasted right now, but I'm good.
But if you get that job, you can get wasted on the night of, as long as you don't have to work the
Well,
next day.
technically, I
We'll
have
party,
it.
homie.
It's just I have to wait for the.
Wait, really? Wait,
Uh,
you didn't say that. You just said that you're going for
well,
a
yeah,
drug test.
I'm doing the background and drug test. So
Oh,
after I
I
pass
don't know
that,
why.
technically I have it.
I thought I've heard of jobs where they try to test. I guess no, that doesn't make sense. Yeah. Oh my God, I feel stupid that I didn't put that together just until now. Dude, hell yeah, you got the job. Fuck yeah.
Well, yeah, I just gotta wait for the background check, and then it's
Well,
gonna
it's
probably take
not
a
like
week.
you're a
So
freaking
I probably won't.
criminal and
I won't be working
you don't
next week.
smoke.
Week after.
Well, that's good. So you can really enjoy this final week. Just take it in and just go back to working, man. It'll be awesome. Things are
Everyone's working. I'm gonna save up for a Wrangler
what kind of
or
Wrangler?
TJ, homie. What the fuck?
Well, I'm just, I don't always remember the names, but I figured it was
I
one of the
found a
older ones.
LJ, which is the longer wheelbase of a TJ for 21 grams. Like, dude, if I can save up for that, and it's a manual, and it's 4x4, ooh, baby. Then the drive's not too bad. I just take the 202 to the 54 or 51 north, and then I'm on that for like 2 miles, and then boom, I'm there.
Dude, you know what I saw for sale? I saw a 2009 GT 500 Shelby Mustang, blue stripes, white, 33,000 miles, and they were only asking like $32,000 for it. I was like, that seems like low as fuck for that car. Like, I was like, damn, for that? Like, it's an older car, but it has like no fucking miles on it. I'm like,
All right, start
shit.
doing Uber Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and save that money, and you'll get it.
I like your determination. That because you're right. Honestly, if you're determined enough, you could do anything you want, man. Like
That's
anything.
literally like when I get when I start this job, I'm literally gonna like put. I'm gonna get another bank down here instead of one in Washington.
Yeah,
So
fuck that, dude.
when I save up like 15K, I can pull it all out and then go buy a car instead of like, oh, I have to send you this and blah blah blah. But it'd be easier. So when I get the call that I get the job, I'm gonna go to like Bank of America or something and get a bank account there and set up a saving account. I'm only put like maybe $100 of my maybe 60. I haven't really figured out, but a majority of that's gonna go in savings.
Fuck yeah.
And I'm just gonna like watch my spending and just keep it going,
I'm
and then
trying to
save up
not
what I
buy
can.
as much stuff. I think for the past like month and a half I haven't bought any, not even a
Li
small things. I've just been
it's
buying like food and stuff because I want to get better at because
it's hard for us to do because, like, we didn't have a lot of like, stuff we wanted
exact
growing
that's
up,
what I
but
always
I think
say. As a
yeah,
kid, I never really I didn't I had some stuff like some Bionicles, but now that I could literally if I could literally buy any Bionicle or anything I want now because but it's and especially when I see one cheap, it's hard to say no. Like
exactly, yeah.
when I found Nocturne, you remember? Oh man, you know
Oh,
the
dude,
two
I remember that, yeah.
yeah, when I sent you a picture of that, like, oh, he's like one of the best Titans because the colors on his armor and everything. And he was only like $25. And I've seen people selling him outside of the box in that same condition. I bought him for like 85 on the internet. And he's always sold out too. Like he's no one ever posts him for sale. So when I saw that, I was like, dude, I'm buying that. Like, so I want to get to the
Right.
back to that where I'm not really looking for something, but if I happen to see something buy naturally, I'm like, dude, I have to get that because that's
It
just a sweet fucking deal.
it probably doesn't help that it keeps sending you cars you like on fucking from
Some of
the
them,
marketplace
I'm
and
like, I
stuff like
really
that.
don't have the money for that. But like, I think one time when you sent me
Hey,
that,
some
like,
of them are pretty sweet,
no, when
though.
you sent me that Mustang for like 12 grand or whatever, it was, I was like, damn, like a
Yeah, but
60.
then you see the inside, it's like, "Ugh."
I
But
know, but if it, let's say if it
the
had a
good
good
thing about cars
engine,
like
I'd
that,
be like,
though
okay.
well, it probably has an inline 6.
Well, I was saying if, let's say if the condition of the engine was good and there was no body damage, I'd still buy that
Oh,
for
there was no
12
body,
grand
yeah.
because you put
Well,
like maybe a couple thousand of an interior and then a paint job, it would be
exactly, yeah.
fucking sweet.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
if it ran good,
Like, me and you are in the same mindset, like, my brother-in-law and my sister are like, "Oh, we don't care as long as the car has an engine and drives, that's fine." I was like, "No, I care what I drive. I
you
wanna
gotta have
drive
some
something that I
style,
wanna
homie.
drive, not something I want something that's from my style, like a TJ." Like, I do love my Grand Cherokee because it's a diesel, they don't make much, but
I know,
I
I
want
love that.
something that's manual 4x4, something if it's a little pimped out, cool, if I can find one stock, I'd love it just so I can pimp it out my own way and just do it the way I want it. But,
You know what vehicle I wouldn't mind owning that would be actually affordable? Is one of
what's that?
the box Cherokees from the '90s. I don't
Oh, XJ?
uh, is that what those are called? Because I had a
Yeah,
Grand Cherokee, but the ones that were in the very boxy, like, I
yeah, those are
loved
XJs, yeah.
dude, I love
Dude, I
those,
saw
man. They're
did I
sweet.
I think I sent you one that was like 3 grand.
I know,
It
that's
was
why
a
I was like,
manual 4x4 and
"Man."
it was like green, I think.
Yeah, I
You
think it
could
had
save up
decent
that much
mileage, but
easy, dude.
that's the Jeep I always wanted to get when I didn't know what I really wanted as a first car because I'm like, the things I love, I can't afford. And so when
Yeah,
I think because of you, because I look back on that memory where you're the first one that ever showed me how to drive really in your Jeep in the Superstition Springs parking lot when we were living in that.
yeah, yeah.
So I thought back to that
I
memory.
remember
I'm like,
that.
I want
I remember
that
this
Jeep.
shit.
I was like, I want
Well,
a Cherokee, and
the good
that's
thing
why I
too, if
like
you
them so
find one
much.
with the 4.0s in it, they
Ooh,
you can there's a
dude, those are
website
sick.
well, hold on. There's a website that does inline sixes, but they're, like, called, like, 4.3s.
Ooh,
So it's an inline six, it matches perfectly up. If you have an inline six, it'll match perfectly up with the transmission and
inline six
everything.
is best.
The only thing you have to do is, like, there's certain options you can get, but, like, the option I would recommend, it comes with everything in it, like, all you do is have to put your, AC compressor and the alternator and all that onto it, but it bolts straight up to everything. It was like 5 grand. I was like, "Ooh, that'd be sick." Because a lot of people are doing, like, V8 swaps and shit, like, fuck that, just get a bigger high output fucking inline six, they're easy to work on. Why wouldn't you?
That was the best thing about my Jeep. The only the only thing it had that was bad on it was leaking oil a little bit because I think I
Oh,
don't know. It was a
that's when you just
seal.
top it off
It was
too,
a
I think.
seal that needed to be
The rear
replaced.
main seal,
Yeah. So other than that,
that bitch
but there was nothing wrong with the engine. And when I got that car, my dad paid $600 for it, which is
oh, really?
insane.
That's like
Think
the
about it.
$500 I paid for
And
mine.
it didn't exactly run. But my dad looked at it and he says the pistons are just firing out of order. So then he knew how to realign them so they fired in the right order.
Oh yeah, it's
Boom.
just the
It ran
distribution. You gotta turn it.
clean. I put like, like 100 into like, not cosmetics, but like things that needed like oil change. And then after that, I bought new tires for it, cheap ones for a couple hundred. So, which is insane to think I spent only not even $900 on a car that lasted me 2.5 years. I miss it. I kind of wish
Yeah,
I just
that's
kept it, but
smart.
it was the only way I could have gotten Harleen. Like if I didn't trade that in for that $500 they gave me, I so I only lost like
Yeah,
$200 on that car, which
yeah.
isn't, I don't know,
Yeah.
I don't think that's terrible. But that Corvette I
I would
owned
have
was
bought that
the
car
worst
off you
car
if
I
I had
owned.
it. I wish I was here for that Corvette because I would
It
probably
was
bought it off you.
amazing until it started having problems. It because I pushed it so hard because it was a car that was so it had low miles, but it sat, and I didn't take that into account when I was because I was stupid when I was younger. I just saw how
Yeah,
beautiful the
I
car
didn't
was,
know
and I
it
wanted
sat
it.
because if I know you told me about it, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And if you told me it sat, I was like, "You need to change everything, all the fluids, everything."
Oh, but so I took it 164 miles per hour on the freeway in the HOV
Oh
lane
yeah,
at
that's
3 a.m.
probably
one
what did it.
time. And after
That's
I
probably what
after
did
I
it.
did that, it fried the master cylinder. It fried a bunch of shit in it I had to replace. And then I had to put a new needle thing that reads the gas. Uh
Needle and
uh
seat.
yeah, I had to put that in the tank. Yeah, so and
That's easy as fuck.
then I wanted to get rid of it because I was like, shit, every time we fix something else happens and it keeps breaking the fuck down.
What you get for buying an old Corvette and just sending 160 without
Well,
doing
that
shit.
gen didn't have good engines in it, so that's why it
Had
it
V8s.
it did, which was awesome. It's cool to think I owned a V8 car. It was like a sweet V8 like muscle car at one point, even though
How
it
many
wasn't the
V8 you've
best.
owned?
But dude, when that thing was clean, I used to clean it up real good. It looked so beautiful, man. I used to have some good pictures of it. I don't know what happened to them, but I
You probably
remember
deleted them.
I when I was about to sell it, this guy was buying it for me, right? He took it for a test drive, and then we got back, and the minute he parked it, because he was already sold on buying it, the radiator blew. Like he was so fucked up, dude.
Damn.
It made me look. I felt like he thought not him, because I was like, dude, I
The car knew, he's like,
just
"Fuck you, guy, you
yeah
selling me? Fuck you."
yeah, and then I was like, I'll replace this and then come back. Like I'll pay for
Yeah.
this.
Dude, radiator is so easy too.
And it was replaced, but there was something loose on it, I think, and it still ruined it. So I had to buy another one. So yeah, I just remember that sucked. But I think his girlfriend or wife or whatever thought I was like just trying to rip them off. I wasn't though, man. The fucking thing blew, man. I was just even
It's
Michael, because Michael's the one that like helped me fix up that car. Like he knew that it had been like fixed up to a good point and enough to sell. And yeah, it just oh man, that sucked.
just worst timing.
I sold it to these guys where they like to take cars, different types of cars, and combine them to make like one kind of sweet car. So they said they were going to use a lot of the parts out of it. They paid me a good amount, enough to pay off my debt for the whole thing. So I walked away on debt free.
I
But
would've just paid it off and sold it for profit.
yeah, but
Put money into it and actually get it fixed. Because you could have a Corvette right now, but yeah.
no, even if it gained value, I would have sold it to get something better that I like. That gen is not my favorite. I don't like
I would've bought it off you and fixed it.
I don't love C1s. I like C2s,
I got
C3s,
them bright as fuck.
C7s, and C8s. Those are the gens Corvettes I like. All the others, I'm not a big fan on,
So, let's go with some
except
si
for
okay,
that
bro.
pink
Oh,
one.
there you go. Alright, so let's do a scenario. If you could have a
Okay.
brand new 2023 awesome Corvette the way you want it with whatever you want, but you have to give a kidney for it, would you?
Hmm. Well,
It's a free car.
I have to stop
They pay
drinking
for
so
every
your kidney wouldn't get
they pay
ruined.
okay, it's something else. If you had to suck a guy's dick for it,
Well,
would
no,
you?
I think that's the question. Like, I think I could probably stop drinking for a car like that because I don't drink that much anyway. So I'd be like, okay, if that's what it takes to keep my one remaining kidney alive to have this car. But let's say you
And
could
they'll
put
pay for a
like
lifetime of insurance.
yeah. So if yeah, boom, yeah, I'd be like, yeah, okay, fuck it.
Fuck yeah, dude.
The value of the car and the insurance would be more than a kidney, I think, right? Like
Oh, hands
by
down.
new, dude. Guess how much a 1966 Ford GT costs right now? I saw this today, like a couple hours
80
ago.
grand?
No. God, no. Go way the fuck higher. Think of a crazy number and then just say it.
500 grand?
Oh my God, no. You gotta go higher than that.
A million?
Higher.
1.8 million.
Way higher.
There's no way it's higher than that. Bullshit.
$10
Is
million.
it 2?
$10 million.
I'm out. I wouldn't buy a car for $10 million
I
even if it was
know. Wait,
fucking made in gold,
what if
dude.
you were a billionaire? Like a
I mean,
10
yeah,
million out of
if I was a billionaire, then yeah, but
oh, that's the only
it
way I'd ever buy one because I'm like that's
yeah, dude,
you
it's
take
that's
it out
such bullshit.
once and someone dings your bumper, like
You're fucked.
even a small yeah, it's fucked. They don't make but I couldn't
That's more
believe
of a
that.
car you if you're rich, it just sits in your garage and you don't ever drive it because
I
it's
would
worth too
drive
much.
it. I mean, if it got wrecked, that would be horrible, but at least it was driven. But if you're a billionaire, 10 million is, oh, I lost $1 million.
That's a holy shit. That's a dumbass fucking I get it's a rare car, but fuck, dude.
I know,
That's not
because I thought it was only like 500,000 at the most.
yeah, that's what yeah,
That's
you
how
know,
much
I
the
thought it was like 80.
2005 Ford GTs are. And then I think I saw they make new ones now. Like, and they're like fucking like a couple million off the bat.
I'm surprised they're even selling them.
How would they even fucking,
I
who's
wouldn't
buying that?
right,
Oh,
like,
that'd be
I wouldn't
sweet to see one in
the
person.
most
You just see it parked in a parking lot. It's like, holy fucking shit.
the
I take a
most I would
picture.
pay for a car if I had, like, was a mil like, if I had, like, 200 grand just sitting around is either a Corvette
Oh yeah. I
or
love
a
the
badass Jeep with a Hemi in it, but that's about it.
I love the 68 through like the 76 Corvettes the most. That gap, dude, is I don't know, man. Those are the sweetest. Like they're fucking
Yeah,
perfect. And with the fucking Targa tops, Targa top is the best thing ever because you don't need a convertible. That's why when I see people buying convertible Corvettes, I'm like, dude, you technically get a convertible when you buy a regular Corvette because they all have Targa tops.
yeah.
I'm like, you don't need a
Do you think they're ever
convertible.
gonna bring T-tops back?
And plus, the look of Corvette's convertible is gross because it takes away that sweet sloping back end. Same thing with Mustangs. The only convertible I actually like is the Miata because I think it's the only one that pulls off looking good with the top up and down. All the other cars, it just takes away the natural shape of them. I don't like it.
Yeah. So, do you think they're gonna bring T-tops back?
I don't know, man. Unless they make a new Firebird. Or not a
They're not gonna make, like,
Pontiac's
a new
dead.
Friday.
Fine a I don't know unless Camaro starts doing it. Like if dude, that'd be actually sick if Camaro started doing that. If they found a way
If
to
they
make
do
it
it
look good.
right, they have to do it right, though.
What about if they save it for their next gen? Because you know how gens change every night. Like the
They
Corvette
they
look.
would
Oh,
have to
the new Corvettes
they
are
would
sweet.
they would have to do, like, a new Camaro, but, like, revamp the retro version and then have the T-tops. 'Cause
Yeah,
right
that's what I
now,
mean. Like it couldn't
the way
pull it
the
off
Camaro is
now.
now, if they had T-tops, it would be yeah.
No, it can't work. The rooftop is too small. Like it would.
Dude, they
I don't.
should bring back the 280ZX with
Oh,
T-tops.
that'd be
Oh my
sweet.
god, poor gas
Hey,
tank. Dude, I found one
the
for
400
15
is
grand
cool.
manual.
It's not. It wouldn't be as good as that. But
Fuck the 400.
you don't like the 400?
280ZX is I like the 280ZX 'cause I've owned 2 of them.
Well, I'm saying, do you like any of the newer Zs? Like I like a couple, like the newest gen of 370s Zs. Those are cool.
370s, yeah. Well,
But
there's
the
400s now
400
too.
came out. Yeah, the 400 is cool looking. I don't know if it's
Well,
electric though.
you
Everything's
remember
electric.
before I got that Suburban when I was down here, I was gonna get a 350, and then Michael's like, "You should wait 'cause the 370 is gonna come out," and I was like, "I'm good, I'll just get a fucking truck."
I almost bought a 350Z. Like
Why
when I
didn't you?
worked at Chevy. Okay, so this car, it was in good shape. It was I worked at this dealership at 2016. This car was a 2003 or 2004, so a little old, but not terrible. It had maybe 60,000 miles, and
Mm.
it was in good shape all around. It was manual. I didn't know how to drive stick at the time, but I was like, this is how I'm gonna learn. Figure it out from
What's
there.
the best way to learn is just buy one.
Yeah, dude, and it's scary. But I just didn't qualify for it, and I couldn't get anybody to get to me to co-sign.
I
My
would
dad,
co-sign for you.
that was the only time I ever asked my dad to do something like that, and he didn't do it. But I was like, I guess I
He's like,
understand.
"Fuck that."
Well, no, I guess I understand. I guess I wouldn't. I don't know if I'd co-sign for any. I don't know because I'm like, my shit's probably not even that good anyway. So
The only person I would
what's gonna help
co-sign
you
for
out?
is you. I would only co-sign for you 'cause I trust you, like, you'd hit me up like, "Hey, I can't make the payments," and I'm like, "I got you." So I'd make the pay Because that's basically the only reason why someone cosigns, like, say you're in that situation and you couldn't make, like, a payment, then they'd go to your dad for the payment. That's the only reason what a cosigner's there for.
That's what he didn't want, which I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, one day you live in your life and suddenly they're like, your son didn't make this payment. You owe us like $360 or it wasn't that much, but
Big
so
car big ass car payment.
and my grandparents were out at Vegas for a week and I was at the house by myself, because I had to go to work. And I was like, how sick would it be? Like, I'd buy this
Just
and they'd come back and be like, whose
right.
car is this? They would have been like, whose car is that? I was like, that's my fucking car, homie.
That would've been sweet.
Yeah,
I wanna
man.
know how you made it from Quinn Creek to that place every day where you
Oh,
live.
my grandpa would take me and I'd give him
If he was in
so
Vegas.
my aunt would do it, the one that lived ahead of me, in the house next to them. So, yeah, he actually, what I was gonna say about my grandpa, I forgot because we were talking about him. I gotta go visit him. Dude, you want to go next time I visit them?
Well, when you gonna go? It depends if I'm
Well,
working.
not soon. Well, maybe
Oh,
soon, maybe in a week or two. I'll let you know. Like we'll collab.
yeah, I'll come visit him.
Yeah, because my grandma always liked you. Do you remember all the awesome food she used to make us? Like, and she made a huge amounts of
Dude,
food, man.
I was living there with you for, like, a month, and they didn't give a shit.
No, and because you helped out. You fucking helped us with weeds. You helped us dig in ditches and shit like that when we had to in the morning, and you didn't complain because one, it was
And
easier than the
if
shit
I had a
Sharush
job, I
had
would've
to
paid
do.
them rent, but, like, "Here's the rent." Like, I would've give them, and they probably wouldn't even fucking taken it.
You want to hear something crazy? When I lived with them back, 10, 11 years ago, maybe 12 years ago,
Mhm.
I only paid them, was it $20 a week? Oh no, no. Yeah, it was $20 a week for my grandpa to take me, the gas cost.
Damn.
And then I paid them $200 a month for rent. That was all my bills, man, when I first had my first job because I was only getting like
Dude, you
seven
could've saved
seven
up so much money, though.
I know to think about all the money I could have right now, shit, but I try not to
Well,
think
think of
about
all the
that because
money I coulda had right now. I coulda had, like, 80 grand right now if I just saved up all my
I would
fucking
you would have
shit.
I would have had way more than that, I think, because dude,
Well,
if
I'm
you
talking about just from my structured settlement that I
I
sold. I
make
would
I
have
make
so
ab
much money.
I make almost 30 a year, maybe 30? Yeah, I
How
think
much you get paid an hour? 18?
wait, no, maybe I don't make that much. I do like 16
Maybe don't
something,
sell
16
don't say
something.
don't say too much on the live, but yeah,
I
that's
know.
about 30.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
what's funny, when I went to that
it
interview,
doesn't seem like it a lot.
"I he's like, "I know you're coming from Mesa, the hour rate's only 15." I was like, "Hey, this is my first interview since I've been here, so I'm down." As long as it wasn't like 12. If it was 12, I'm like, I'm
That's probably why
good."
they hired you because 'cause they're like, "We can save a little money, but this guy seems like he might be worth investing in."
Oh, yeah, dude. I told him, like, I wanna learn how to work on cars, and I was like, "You ever done paint?" I was like, "I'm not really a paint and body man, but if you want an engine taken apart, I'm down for that. I wanna learn how to do
Fuck
that
yeah.
shit.
Fuck
I
yeah,
wanna learn
dude.
how to make a car purr like a fucking kitten." Maybe not newer cars, but you can take that experience from newer cars and put it into old cars.
Yeah, man.
But damn, we've been live for almost an hour already? Holy
I
shit.
know, dude, see, this is what I was hoping was gonna happen. We were just gonna kinda jump topic to topic because we were talking about movies to cars to, like, jobs, like, what the fuck? It was
I mean,
awesome.
that's why people love us so much,
The
like, we jump
chemistry.
our chemistry's
Yeah,
so
dude.
good, we've known each other for fucking too long,
That's
bro.
what I mean, man. Like, I feel lucky I have a friend I've known for this long that's not, like, a fucking asshole, and
You
you
got a
eh
friend in me.
yeah, you've been there, man. It's been good.
I mean,
If you got and
you
every
know you're true friends when you're in the devil's three-way, so
The lives I've lived. Oh, man.
the people you wanna beat the shit out of. Not naming names. Ricky. Fucking douchebag.
I know,
Dude,
man.
every time you know that gas station I live by? Or the Sonic?
Yeah, every time
Or
you go there, you think
the
you're gonna
Walmart?
see him. Me
Dude,
too.
every time I pull up to the Walmart to get booze or something, it's like, if I saw this motherfucker, I would talk so much shit,
Hey, after you
and
beat him up, you better take a picture and send me.
I would pray to God he throws the first fucking punch to give me the right to beat the ever living shit out. I'd
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
spear him, put him on the ground, and break his arm, and break his fucking jaw. I'd fuck that guy up so fucking bad.
Yeah, dude. I
And alls it would take is him to mention you. Like, if he says Husband Road to him, I'm like, "You have no fucking right to say his fucking name. Go fuck yourself. Say his name again in front of me, and I'll go to jail for beating you up.
You should beat him up
I'll
like
leave you with an
Batman.
inch." I'll put him in. I'll put him in a coma.
dude. So
I would. I would totally destroy him because I know he's a fucking pussy and can't fight with shit.
no, man, he definitely put on a facade that he knew how to bust ass, but when it came down to it, no, he ran.
Yeah, he was a fucking
I
pussy.
did a couple
Because I
times
remember
too
one
because
one time I
he pissed off a couple like a couple of we were freshmen or sophomores, and he
uh-huh.
made a bunch of like seniors mad that were like 6 feet tall and they were like jack dudes, and there was like four of them, and I was like I can't fight all these guys, so I had to run away with him after he made them mad because I was hanging out with him, and he happened I think he was because he was trying to like get one of their girlfriend's number or something like that. I don't even remember, dude.
What a
It was
fucking pussy.
crazy. I had my longboard though, so I was able to get away pretty fast because there was a lot of concrete in the school campus.
I would have told him where the guy. She's like, he lives here. There you go. Bye.
Yeah,
Fuck that guy.
I know, dude.
Hate him.
So I think Saturday Shadow's gonna go hang out with her mom, I think, for a while in the morning and afternoon. So that's when you should
Ooh,
come over and we should
best days.
watch that, and we start watching the Batman movies. We can probably watch the first one,
Whoa, fuck yeah, dude.
and 'cause she doesn't
Well, you
like those
said the
movies that
morning and
much, so
afternoon.
we'll have to just watch them when we can. What were you gonna say?
Well, didn't you say she's gonna hang out with her the morning and afternoon?
Yeah, so if you, I don't, I'll figure out what time she's going over. She might have already said. I'll have to go check. But and then I'm bad at remembering stuff. But and then I'll see what time she's coming back, so we can watch that. Well, honestly, we could watch
Dude, if
any
it's like a
time,
if it's like
but
all day, we can sit there and just watch all 3. They're not that long.
I think they're each like 2 hours and like 20 minutes. I think they're like pretty even, which is dude, that'd be fun to
It
like
feels like
binge
6
watch
hours.
all those, man. Like holy fuck, I love
Hell yeah.
just get one after another, get the whole story in one sitting. They'd probably be, how many times do you think you've watched all three of those movies? It's like Clerks
So much to
2.
count on my hands.
He's like,
So
how
much
many
to count
times?
on here. I've seen them more
I
than
know,
10
I know.
times.
I
I've seen them.
know you've seen The Dark Knight the most, and I know you've seen Batman Begins the least, and you've seen The
Yep.
Dark Knight Rises. That's me too. Like because sometimes I don't do this time because I haven't seen in a while, but sometimes I'll just skip Batman Begins and just watch the Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises because I feel like those two are so like like close with like the style they were
Yeah.
made and everything. I don't, did you hear anything I said when you had your things off?
No, but I could read your lips. I know what you're saying.
Oh, you read my lips. Yeah, I was just talking about how
I can
the
read lips if you didn't know that.
well, I was just
Not,
talking
like, really good, but decently.
well, I was just talking about how sometimes I skip Batman Begins and just watch Dark Knight Rises. But
Yeah, same.
but
Like,
this
I
time I
like
want to
Batman
watch it
Begins, but
because I haven't seen it in a while. I haven't seen
yeah,
Batman
same.
Begins in probably like 5, 6 years, so it would actually be kind of sweet to rewatch. Where are they?
Plus, I love The Dark Knight, and The Rises is just impossible.
I know there's so
I love
many
that
good
movie.
moments in that movie, man. Like
Yeah, there is.
I will admit to saying The Dark Knight is better than Rises, but those people that really don't like Rises and they think it's like inferior to The Dark Knight, I'm like it's a good movie, okay?
I think the
It's really
only reason
awesome.
they say that is because 'cause they're only basing it off just how good Heath Ledger was on, as
I know.
Joker.
He set the
It's like they
standard
can't just
high.
end it they can't just end that if they just ended it after Dark Knight, everyone would be like, "What the fuck's next?" It was a
Oh,
great trilogy, and I hope it
Christopher
they
Nolan
made a
had
sequel.
it written. He
Perfect.
knew what his Joker, like Joker was going to be in the original third movie, but then because he had it all planned out
Yeah.
already, like I think he wrote these really close together. So when Heath Ledger died, he had to change it. So there was like I don't know what he I don't think he's released what it was. He should release that
I don't think
script.
he ever will.
Dude, I want to read it. If they printed that, if they made that into a physical book and sold it at a store, I would go buy that shit and read it. That's how much I'd want
But
to know.
do you think with, like, the technology they coulda, like with all the voiceover, voices he's done, like, for The Dark Knight, they coulda just had, like, someone that looked like him play, but voice over it with how he talked?
Some people hate that, but I don't mind it if it's done well. Like if it's
I
done
think
well,
for that, I
yeah,
woulda I
good idea. I would
yeah.
watch that.
The
That's
whole
like
Fast and Furious bullshit was dumb as shit. They should just kill them all.
oh, I haven't. Did you watch number 10? Which is insane. even saying that. Did you watch number 10 of this movie series? Like, holy fuck, they made it this far. Holy shit. They're gonna catch
And
up
they're
to
making another one,
Marvel.
so there's gonna be 11. There's probably gonna be fucking 12. It's like,
Well, okay, so
stop.
they originally said it was gonna be 10, part 1 and 2. So I knew this for a long time, so I knew there was gonna be another one after this.
So
But
technically
but
11.
Vin Diesel said after the one of the higher executives saw the part 1 of number 10, he's like, we should maybe make it to a trilogy. So it might happen. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm like, no, they should have
Just
stopped after
stop.
7. 7 would
They
have been
should
a
have
great
stopped
way to
yeah,
end it.
exactly.
Like, do you remember
They should have
7?
stopped
That one's
long
like
time ago.
my my
No.
favorites are in order. The first one's the best. Um, then Too Fast, Too Furious is second best, and then the third best is Fast 7, and then all the rest are just whatever underneath. Those
Yeah,
are like the best ones in my opinion. I like those ones a lot.
I agree with you on that, but
Plus
they just
seven's a
need to
magic
stop.
number.
It's like eventually it's gonna get to like so many parts. It's gonna be stupid as shit. It's like,
It
I mean, it's
already
stupid
is.
now. I mean, they're just entertaining just for the action part, but it used to be about cars, and that's
I
so
know
far gone. It's like
they
they
have
just need
cars
to
in
stop.
it.
Like, come on.
I thought it was cool they
Like,
used the new Supra in Fast 9. I didn't mind Fast 9. There was actually some parts in it, and then that Mustang that John Cena was driving around in that one, that was a sweet Mustang.
true.
The Mustang
All
in
right,
Need
buddy.
for Speed is freaking amazing. Oh my god.
Fucking hate that movie.
Oh, but do you love the Mustang at least? That Mustang is
Oh
sweet as
yeah, the Mustang's
fuck.
OP, but half the fact that all those movies, all those cars were fake, and then
I know you
the
want to see the
storyline.
Gran Torino movie. Not Gran Torino, Gran Turismo. Gran Torino's an amazing movie.
I don't give a fuck about that
I
movie.
don't either. I really don't.
I never played that game either.
I didn't either. I don't like racing games unless it's in Grand Theft Auto. Then I can play that. I'm good at San
Facts.
Andreas. Dude, we should stream San
All
Andreas
right,
sometimes. I could that'd be my shit. Okay, I'll let you do what you
that'd be
do.
hard to do because like the way
It's PS5. It's on PS5.
I'm talking about, if we do it together, like the way
Oh,
we'll
that'd be
figure it out, but
that'd be cool. I
maybe
love
you'd have
San
to come over
Andreas.
here and
Oh, that's what I want to do.
we do that. All right, so we're going on for an hour now. You still want to do some karaoke? I don't know how long you want to stay up tonight.
Well, I'm fine right now, so let's do some karaoke.
So do you want to end the podcast? Just leave it
Yeah,
at an
I
hour?
figured it'd be a short little rant episode. That's kind of what I imagined for this one. So
All right, let's
I
close
had
it
my
out.
picture.
Oh, I was gonna close
What
it out.
happened?
Fucked it up.
Oh, close it
All
now,
right.
my boy.
Thank you all for watching the Brothers Nui episode 4. You'll never see 3 because it doesn't exist anymore. And if you guys want to watch this live, come over to my Twitch. It's ClashFan9 on Twitch. Or you can just chill in the fucking YouTube videos and
Don't
do what you
delete
want.
this one, Chris. We need this one on for the YouTubes.
All right. See you all next week, either on Tuesday or Thursday or whenever Monroe wants to do it. And we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
I'm another crook.
I am not a crook. And then before I do that, let me
Honestly,
put
I
the
think that's my favorite episode so far. I don't know why. That was fun just to kind of just talk about whatever. It felt good.